Hi guys, welcome to this little tutorial video that's created for you guys at Free Agility to teach you how to not die at the Wilderness Agility calls, how to utilize all the mechanics and give you the best chance of making the most money. So as you can see right now, this is a little starter setup that I'm rocking, and it's very basic. Obviously, if you're an Iron Man, just do the best you can with the options that you have, but just a generic little setup right now. A Phoenix necklace is really good because if your health drops below 20%, it means that it's going to proc, absorb the damage, and essentially save your life. And this would apply as well when you leave the course, and I'll come back to that a little bit later to showcase the effectiveness of the Phoenix necklace. But you can see right now the setup is very basic. I've gone for the mage cape as well because it's going to give me a little bit extra magic defense. But if you're a main account or a stronger Iron Man, you could upgrade the gear a little bit better to something like that essentially. Or if you really wanted to go tech with it, you could even rock the full Torags and then utilize PK Skull Prevention. Because if you actually look at the bonuses right now, you know, these guys that are going to try and rag you with a Halley are really going to struggle to penetrate through your defense, making you hard work to kill and then making your runs just so much more chilled. But the Phoenix necklace, guys, honestly, you need to make sure you wear them because you don't underestimate the Phoenix necklace. It's so great. So coming up next, we're just teleported to Castle Wars, and this is just for the Iron Men. So if you actually come over to this area right there, there's actually a spawn for super anti-poisons. And essentially, on the course, what they're going to try and do for you, poor Iron Men, is try and venom you with their halbergs, which then means that you're going to be taking passive damage and therefore, you know, causing you problems and making you essentially leave the course. So I would definitely come, when you go to the agility course, I'd bring at least 3 super anti-potions 4. So it just gives you a good chance to, like, you know, reality of the situation is, are you going to get venomed more than that? Probably not. But as you can see over here, look, there we go. There's the 1 dose right in the corner. So you can just hop around, fill up your inventory and stack them. And the other option is as well, if you went over to Corrend, I'm not going to show you, but I'm just going to show you here. But if you actually go here, inside this building, there's 2 fruit stalls, and you can thieve them and get strange fruit. So strange fruit is 1 sip of a super anti-venom. So strange fruit works just as effective as well. So stack up on them if you want to get some early thieving levels anyway, and then bring like 4 of them. Because when you're running laps, you're going to passively collect food from the laps anyway, and you don't need to bring a stamina either, because every time you click the dispenser, that gives you a 100% run. But I'll showcase that a little bit later as well. But anyway, so let's just say you started off, you've got your tank set up on. This is what I'm rocking. You know, you could just wear the room for if you don't want to wear the Torags. Torags is literally 160k though. But, you know, keep the risk low to what suits you for your account. Every account is different at the end of the day. So how do you get to the Wilderness Agility calls? Well, if you're a main account or a high-level Iron Man, there's a teleport called Ice Plateau Teleport. So if I click that right now, it's pretty much going to bring me to where I need to go, because the agility course is right there. But if you're a low-level Iron Man and you can't get to the Ice Plateau, I would literally go to Edgeville, pull the lever, and then it's going to take you there. Cut the web, so make sure you bring a knife, and then run over. You've got the Mage Bank there. You know how to get to Mage Bank, don't you, from the lever. So you just keep running around and then get to the course that way. And then do you remember what I said a minute ago about the Phoenix necklace when you're leaving the course? Well, as you can see this red line right now, this means we're in multi. So if people are piling me when I leave the course, this Phoenix necklace is going to suppress all their damage and essentially keep me alive to make my escape should I need to. When you first come into the agility course though, you remember you got to bring 150. I've got my cash stack. 150k cash you want to bring with you, and then you click pay. And make sure you've got your looting bag at your bank. If you haven't got a looting bag, that's fine. Don't stress. You'll get a looting bag from the dispensary. But if you've got one in your bank, then it's not going to give you one. And that's going to make running laps very painful, because you're going to then be filling your inventory up with loads of items and not having as much food. I've also, as you can see in my inventory right now, I've bought a dragon spear. And the reason for this is just another option for me. Like, if I'm under a lot of pressure right now and a guy's trying to kill me, like, for example, you could come over to this log. And just before you go over the log, you could Dragon Spear special attack him, so he's stunned, and then you could go across. So then you've just bought yourself a little bit of breathing space, and then, you know, if he's chasing you, then you've now created gap. And then what I would do if it was me personally, I would keep running. He's obviously probably about here at this point, so he's well behind you, and he's losing it. And at this point as well, one of our defenders might get on him. But if he's not, and you're still on your own, I would come down here. I'd stand behind here. And then, okay, you still got to drag a spear ready right now. What if he comes down? Bang, spec him, log out. But if you get attacked by the skeleton, don't panic, spec him. Just keep going up and down the ladder. And then a defender will come. But if there's no defenders around on the course, you've got your Phoenix necklace on. You're trapped at this point. So you need to leave the course sooner rather than later. Because usually when people start to die, then the white dots are becoming more scarce. Meaning that the chance of you dying is now increasing. So, you know, leaving the course is the best route as well. But that little safe spot there behind the ladder, it always works. You know, who's to say that guy's going to come? Obviously, if I didn't move, like if I stay here, I could just log out. You know what I mean? Because no one's, like, it's a safe spot. The monsters are not going to get you on this tile. So you're pretty much safe. And then you can just hop. But there is also other little safe spots around the map, which I'm going to showcase you right now quickly. If we quickly go up here, like, you can stand like here. Generally pretty safe here. As you can see, the monsters aren't getting me. I can hop here. And there's another safe spot over here I'm going to show you, which you can log out. But honestly, like, if the course is active, just going around the perimeter of the course is a good little log out. You can log out here, this little corner here. No one's going to get you here. And then you can also log out there. No one can get you there. And they can't attack you from up here on that tile. I'm going to mark that tile quickly, and you should mark that too. Oh, I've not got a tile marker on. But yeah, it's that tile there anyway. So definitely stand on there. So I've got another little tip of the day, should we call it? Oh no, system update. Sad. All right, anyway. So, if you log out when running laps, you lose 10 streak points, okay? And streak points is important on the Wilderness Agility course because the more you lap, when you hit to over 61 laps, you're in the hot zone there. That's where you make the most profit per lap. So, it goes up in, like, tiers, like 1 to 19 laps, 19 to 35, and then 35 to 61, and then 61 is hot zone, okay? But if I log out right now and then log back into 318, I've logged out once and then I've logged out from that world into 318. So I've logged out twice. I've lost 20 streaks. But if you do this, hop 558, yeah, you've logged into the PvP arena world. You've not logged into another world. So you've only lost 10 points, 10 streak points. So then when I log back into 318, I've only lost 10 streaks rather than 20. So, but then in this scenario, if people say log out, go to 558, go onto the stream, because I'll probably be streaming at this point, see what's going on, ask questions in the chat, and then log back in if it's safe to do so. If not, go to another world and call it a day, you know. But the stream is there to help you as well, boys, at the end of the day, because you're going to get me making comms. Always check the clan chat as well, like I said. And, you know, just having a little bit of awareness is like the ones that don't listen, don't engage with the community are the ones that die. You know, the people that listen and actually adapt to survive are the winners. So I'm going to give you a little bit more survival tips. Like, okay, let's just say you're kind of like AFKing a little bit, you know, the mass is really quiet. You're not paying too much attention. You've only got 2 eyes. And what if your eyes are busy? You're working from home, doing something else. You know, you're not really paying attention. You're just clicking every now and then. You're kind of chilling. You might be looking at the stream as well, whatever. What I would be doing is, yeah, I'd put sounds on, okay? And the reason for that is because even though I'm not looking, I can still hear. And if I hear a Void Waker spec or a barrage come in or something, that means that attack is getting directed at you because that's why you can hear it. So then you can react, you can look. And then what you can do is as well, is generally, you want to have a little bit of initiative around you, okay? And what I mean by that is, if you're seeing the course is getting attacked by someone with a Halley or someone with a Void Waker, I'd always set my protection prayers up. Because if I get Void Waker spec once, I can go bang, bang. See what I'm saying? I've eaten and my prayers are on instantly. I don't have to worry about going to this tab. I can just go straight to my inventory and press that. Makes things a little bit effective. And then that attitude could then also be moved on to the dart bowers that come outside the front as special attack inside the course. Oh, shit. Got me cashed that, boys. Right, let's have a look. Let's go down here. Okay, so that attitude would come in from the dart bows coming inside the course, okay? So I'm going to show you how I would personally... If I was a low-level Iron Man, this is exactly how I would pray. I'd set my quick prayers up to range. So if the dart bow is outside, you're safe until this point. And now you want to pray range. And remember, you're going to get super resource from here anyway. So there's nothing to worry about. You're going to get run. You're going to get food. So always utilize your anglers and keep your HP above 121 as well. And then when you go inside this pipe, I can now click my quick prayer, which is off. I'm still praying range right now. But as soon as I come out of this pipe, it's already taken off. So you don't have to worry about like clicking prayer too much. Like that little method of when you finish off the log, you click, and when you enter the pipe, you click again, and then you don't pray for the rest of it. But if we're under heavy attack, another little area where they like to try and snipe you is exactly here on this lava jump. Because if I hit you right now and you click there, they can hit you again. They can hit you again, and then they can run around here and hit you the 4th time. And then essentially stack you for 4 damage. So, really, really be careful with this one, because this is the one where it's going to get you killed the most because of the ability to stack. But then also saying that, another way that you can get killed really quickly as well is, you see this log here and that rope swing? You can fall off them obstacles. And if you fall downstairs, you're going to take about 10 to 15 damage, fall damage, which is then stackable to their Void Awaker special attack if they're waiting underneath these obstacles. So if you fall off the log, you fall there. You fall off the rope swing, you fall there. But then sometimes the attackers could be standing like here. You fall down straight in with a Void Awaker. But that's why then you have your quick prayers on prey. You've got your Phoenix necklace on. And you always got your sounds on as well. You can hear things. As you can see, that skeleton's attacking me right now. Let me just put... Look, listen. See, I can hear that. I can hear it whacking me, for example. So, you know you're getting attacked. You're able to hear that rather than see that if you're not really paying attention, because most runners aren't generally paying attention. But then also, if you do log in down here, you know, if a team's just logged in upstairs and they've all come in and you fell off your obstacle, then in this scenario, like, you might need to kill the skeleton. But over here in this corner is the safest spot for you to log out, right there, as you can see. Right on that tile. Do you think where the corpse is, on the left-hand side of that corpse, is the best log-out spot? Okay, so you can see this is a live mass right now. You can even see a dart bow outside the front. So like I said earlier about praying range, we'll take care of business, you know. But you need, like, he can still get a spec out and kill you. Even though we're going to kill him, we don't want you dead. But anyway... So the main purpose of this clip is you can see everybody's invisible, but you could see that red name over there. Look at Eagles right now. He stands out. Hydro stands out. But our teammates do not stand out because we know we're safe against them. So this is exactly why you need to use a plugin called Entity Hider, and I'm going to show you in the next clip how to set that up. It's very, very important, the Entity Hider is, because it's going to allow you to be able to see threats, because if without it, everybody, it's going to be overwhelming. The whole clan's running and you're not going to be able to see Bob from Sally. So you need to know who the threats are and who aren't the threats, and then Entity Hider is going to do that. Okay, so you want to go to Rule Up plugin, download Entity Hider. Yeah. And once you've got Entity Hider on, you go Entity Hider, you go into the settings, and then you can just copy what I've got there. Okay, so you want to hide party members, hide friends chat members, and hide clan chat members. So then that's only going to show you threats when they come your way. And then you want to download the secondary plugin called Player Indicator, because then that means you've got the names above the head like I've had, and you can just copy what I've got there. Highlight others in red enabled, and then highlight teammates, clan chats in purple enable. Enable everything so you can see what's going on. You know, purples are friendly and red is danger. So you know that red is a threat. So then the red's going to stand out, and then above up here, name position above head at all times, and then that you'll be good to go. Okay, so let's just say, hypothetically speaking, we're leaving the agility course. We've just been overrun. A massive clan's logged in, but you've reacted quickly, so you're leaving the agility course, and they're not organised, so they've got no players outside the front, because 9 times out of 10 they're not organised. They just get so hungry to get on the course they don't lock down the front. So you're left the course, okay? So where would you go from here? It would be my question. You've got two options. You go left, you go right. So let's just say hypothetically you go left because you're running towards the mage bank, yeah? So this is a bounty hunter world, so it means if monsters PJ you, then you've got the ability to not be attacked if the player's getting attacked by a monster trying to attack you. It will say this player's already in combat. So you can use this to your advantage. Of course, if you're in multi, the monster's going to attack you and also are the players. But let's just say, for example, you're running along here. This is where you need to go to Mage Bank, yeah? And you get attacked here by a guy in NH and you're a level 70 Iron Man and you're panicking. Where you want to go is you want to go deep into this wilderness dungeon, okay? Which I'm going to take you to there now. Okay, so we're at the dungeon, and then when you go down the ladder, as you can see, there's lots of monsters that are attacking you right now. See how that hill giant just attacked me straight away? If there's only one attacker on you right now, this is what you do. You go up the ladder, and you go down the ladder. If he attacks you, yeah, right now, the player, and you go down, that hill giant cannot attack you because you're in combat with that player. So then you stand there. And then when he goes down, the hill giant will attack him. And he can't attack you because he's in combat to the hill giant. And then when that transition happens, he's in combat to the hill giant and you're safe. That's when you log out. Okay? That's just an effective method for one PKer. If there's two, it's not going to work. If you're a little bit more calmer in this situation, another option you could do is you could do this. You could go up. If you've got a dragon spear, for example, you go up, you go down, go back up again. He attacks you, you spear him, and then you run this way, okay? Now, he's going to start moving now, but you're here. So as you're running round, you've now created gap. You just want to keep going round. Look at my mini-map quickly. You want to keep running around the square, okay? But then, like, if he starts running this way, you need to go back on yourself. Because you can log out 5 PKers on this one if they're all chasing you. So you can literally square log. But it's a little bit more complicated. You've got to be more confident with that one. But if you feel like you can do that, it's a really, really good one. And then also you've got the crevice over here, which is you need medium diaries for the crevice to be able to go through. Or hard diaries on the wilderness. But, like, reality situation, yeah, if PK's on you, you're very low level, you're going to die. Just start boxing the monsters, yeah? And then write the CC, I need help, 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 help. Hill giants, help me. And someone's going to come and help you. Just stay calm, just keep moving. You know, if there's only a couple of them here, look at all these monsters, and it just laps all the way around. There's loads of hill giants, and there's spiders in there, dwarfs. And then, obviously, you've got the fire giants in this side as well. But, like, if a PK then, like, decided to get on you, like, here, and you've run in, so you've already got a distance gap on the PK, and you've got the hard diaries, then you just go straight in here. You run straight in here, and then you literally just go straight down here. Keep running around there. The fire giant's going to attack them, so they can't attack you because of the combat timer. And then you just keep running, and it's a simple log out. It really is. So there's your options. And then obviously the other option is just run to the mage bank. But then if you got TP'd at the mage bank, you're running back to the back to the hill giant hut. Or alternatively, on top of that, there also is the pirate hut, which you require a lockpick, which is a really, really good escape method as well. But, you know, you're kind of trapped in the pirate's hut if you're a low level because you've got to kill the monsters to log out. And if they've got a lockpick, you know, you're kind of buggered as well. But, you know, that is another option, and the pirate hut is literally there. But then another option you got as well as a single PKer, if there's only one geezer that's on you, yeah, it's a Laryn's chest. Like, there's no reason why you just don't run over here and just go up and down the ladders, because it's hard. It's hard for like, for me as a PKer, if you come to Laryn's chest, it's a pain in the ass. You need 2 people here to be able to get you. Because when you go up here, when I go up here, they have to go up this one to attack you. So then you just go down, just keep messing around, back up. Just keep playing around with it, you know, you will eventually get a log out, you know, but if you're like sort of low food, mate, Laryn's chest is such an easy log out, it actually is, it generally is, I ain't gonna lie. It's a pain in the arse. Only there's one of them though. If they rock up with like a 3-man team, you've got to go Hill Giant's hut and call for help if you're low. If you can make it to Mage Bank, but then you can also bring adamant seeds, okay? So if you get frozen, if you click a seed, even though I'm frozen, it's still gonna move me this way, even if I'm frozen. So it's like, it's going to allow you to close this gap to there, and then you just got to run through that way. So adamant seeds are really, really good. But then it's just the same scenario, like I said a minute ago, about, okay, that's if I go left, but what if I want to go right? Then you've got all these Ice Warrior monsters here to protect you and PJ them off, and then you can just use the obelisk to teleport. But if they teleblock you, then you want to run to KBD and go up and down a ladder, up and down, up and down, up and down. There's lots of monsters there anyway, which I'll show you in a second. And you can just see running through here right now. Look, let's see how many times I get attacked. 1. But look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 monsters there. Let's take this off anyway. See, look at all these monsters, boys. You know, there's so many options to like not get attacked. Like even like a 3-man team's gonna struggle right now. The only part of this you've actually really got a tank is coming from here and get to the obelisk or the mage bank, to the KBD, sorry. But another little tip is that if you keep running this way, sorry boys, make that a bit smaller. If you keep running this way, you've also got Chaos Fanatic, which is going to help you out because he's very, very aggressive. Look, as you can see, if he attacks you first, you're pretty much safe. Because what they're going to do, they can't do nothing right now unless they attack him. But by that point, you've already gone to KBD anyway. And then if you get here because you're TP'd and they're all on you, you've got 4 Leicester demons here, and you go downstairs as well, and you've got all these spiders there as well. But like, you could just box it. Like, if you've got 3 minutes on your TB right now, just pray melee and just box it. Just stand here. And then just before it dies, just go back downstairs and just attack another one. And just keep doing that, juggling it until the lever gets pulled, basically. So, if you are a little bit boisterous and you like to get in on the action, there's a couple of little things that you can do as a runner, which we do appreciate because it just makes things a lot more safer for everybody else. And these are a couple of things you're going to notice throughout your time during the masses. So best thing you could do at all times is you should always have your chat on channel, okay? And the reason for this is because we will write in the channel to tell you information. And that'll be to log out, to run, to bank. We'll also be telling you threats about Dark Bow outside the front, guy coming downstairs with a Halley, etc, etc. So you can then use that information to adapt everything else I said in this video. Your quick prayers, your angler, your HP, your sounds on, being a bit more aware, you know. But then what if we started spamming DD, 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 just like this? What does that mean? So, as you can see over here by the gate, this is the DD tile. So when they leave the course, we can pile them. So then if you want to get involved in the action, you can bring a dark bow and spec the fuckers as they leave. And you know, you could even end up getting a key and doubling your looting bag. That's how easy it is. And if you die anyway, you protect item and keep your dark bow. So it's not the end of the world. But then if you want to be a part of the team spirit as such, you know, help everybody on your team. Especially if you're higher combat anyway, you know, you're a lot more safer. So let's just say we're getting a bit overwhelmed with attackers and all the antis are busy. So the runners are getting attacked a little bit. If I'm standing here as a 125 combat, and you could be any combat for this, yeah? But most especially the higher combat should be doing this. If you see a low level runner, for example, just get Void Awakened at 60, and the next hit's going to kill him. If you bolt him once and run away, he can't attack him and you've run away, so he can't attack you either. And then that gives that runner time to heal. But you know he's got a Void Waker as well, so just pray mage, just start bolting the fucker and then run away, because you're going to replenish your hard food anyway from the dispenser. So as long as you don't touch your brews, this food here is play food anyway. So don't worry about taking a bit of damage. Just think about what they're attacking you with and then just camp that prey. They're not going to KO you. You're not going to KO you with a bolt. You might take 30 damage, but you're not going to die. And then just run. Just keep running. Because someone like, I'll get on them eventually. One of the boys will get on them eventually. You know what I mean? So, but you've just saved his life. And that's appreciated.